most of the videos zimeenda viral ni zile ideas zinakuja almost hata katushachoka.
Tumeshamaliza tu, you're just doing it for fun.
In fact, we are doing a story, then the script comes, the idea comes, then you're like
wow. Oh yeah.
And man, the advantage you are having that we shoot with their phone.
Man, you have huge following over Facebook, now still in Instagram. I mean TikTok, now Instagram ina come up. Man, suko na followers. Ujayangukia mama.
Oh boy.
What's your experience if ever?
Sema kweli bro.
Yeah.
Labda hata mimi naweza ingia influencing.
Mantuaria, you know? Mantuaria. Ukakuwa Ben 10. Yaani unadekezwa unaambia down. Hapo. Uninyunyuzie maji
Bwana,
uninyunyuzie maji
Bwana,
yoshe nitakase.
Takasa.
Siku kubwa na.
Mbona unasema niwe mweupe pepe?
Hapana.
Wewe huwezi kuwa mweupe.
Assalamu alaikum nyinyi wote.
Hakuna haja sema kitu relevant.
Dear reelers, XY.
Yes, au sio?
Yeah man.
Karibu
mazee. Unajua tumefika ngapi sasa?
Subscribers.
So
ndo tumeanza.
And tuna appreciate by the way, ndio?
Kabisa.
Unajua in distance.
Arego, hebu big up that one good friend of yours mwenye kupatia support. At least talk big up to wewe tu. What I feel.
Tango, I mean big up all reelers. You know what I mean? All reelers ni wenye they are always waiting. Mnatoa next episode when. You know? Now a big up vibaya sana. Of course, reelers, this is Arego, and today bila shaka every day tuko na.
My name is Phathil Mulla, of course. Welcome to Kiafrika Studios.
Tango.
That's what's up, man.
Na nani ule?
Mzee si mzee kama si Mzee Darish. Na by the big up waseu to support sana akina engineer Glenn Oduor Biggie.
Mzee bila mvivi. Bila mvi. Ama ni
bila mvi.
Ndio maana uliingia kunyunyuziwe maji.
Maji imeanza kushika.
Na yeye anakuwa na white hair, it's grey hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry man, chief.
Mzee
bila grey. And of course today man, you know we've been talking about things that have been happening kwa clubs zetu. And chief, let me tell you, my favorite club kwa street, ilifungwa.
What's your favorite club?
No, in the street achana na zile, you know. Yenye naweza toka place yangu kama niko low semi mean drunken.
Okay.
Yeah, nilipata imefungwa, but my favorite.
Au kulipa rent nini?
No, I think business imekuwa mbaya, you know, the economy of Ruto. And now they're closing down.
Which club are you talking about?
Should I mention that?
No, keep it anonymous.
Unajua kuna club na bar.
Because
kuna club na bar.
Uzi nimeona hapa.
No, I don't take bar.
I've seen is it Quiver is on under renovation.
The headquarters?
Yeah.
The headquarters.
Are you sure?
That's
yes, of course. I don't know. Nimeona.
Do you go to club? Of course, reelers. I'm talking about Jakongo. Yani, hi, chief. Let me give the Jakongo. Mlevi Chakari introduce himself inside Kiafrika studio. This is the Real Talk Republic, and reelers we appreciate sana.
Yeah.
And sure umeendelea kusubscribe na kushare because we are here to entertain you, give you the best. And Jakongo now wewe sasa.
Yeah.
Chief unakaa mgeni ya save. Hivi ndo unakanga club.
Hapana, kwa clubs unajua lazima changamuke. Okay, yo, what he does.
Yeah.
It is Jakongo here, Mlevi Chakari himself.
Dango.
Yeah, I drink.
Yeah.
But to my level.
Introduce kama umelewa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Oh, fine. Okay, yo, what he does, man, huh? It's Jakongo here. Mlevi Chakari. What is the Martin Lafadarish?
Tunaweza kukupatia maji uko juu sana.
No, maji kunipea nitaloa. I don't want to soak. I want to soak.
Pombe na kizungu inapatananga aje?
Jamaa kwa maji already.
You know.
Analode.
Okay, what's your question?
My question is questioning. Mbona pombe na kizungu zinaandamana hivyo?
Why asking me an important question in Kiswahili? I didn't get that.
Wait a letter ingine.
You know, okay, when they are preparing alcohol, the last ingredient they add is English. Yeah. Not just English, but with vocabulary.
Man,
wow.
And
you know what I mean?
Encourage. Like right now you're very courageous, chief.
You know,
ujue hata kama unaharibu hiyo kizungu we bora tu umeongea.
No. One thing that happens. Should I say it?
Yeah, say it.
You know that time when like me, I usually drink to steady my nerves. The problem is that the time they get steady,
Yeah.
that even moving become a problem.
So
Let me ask you something. Nini Jakong.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Mlevi Chakari.
Mlevi Chakari. Sindio?
Yeah.
Ni sawa lakini are you like where did you get this character of like wanting to be drunkard all the time?
Being a negative impact to the society.
No, that's not.
No.
It's drinking negative impact in the society.
My friend, don't you drink water?
Yeah.
Don't you drink water?
Because how you portray it on the social media it's like drunkards are homeless, drunkards are ni watu wa kutoa maneno machafu kwa mdomo, drunkards are ever dirty, drunkards are nini deadbeat fathers.
Oh, okay. Point of correction.
Unajua sasa hapo unaharibu pombe.
Oh, no, si haribu pombe.
Unaharibu sifa ya pombe.
The side part na letter ni wale wanakunywa pombe si standard. You should get it wisely.
Sasa Jakongo. I mean, Mlevi Chakari, you do chang'aa most of the time.
No.
Muratina, do you take Muratina?
No, Muratina I
Fadhil
don't.
want to bring
What's
you
your
some
favorite
Muratina.
poison?
Poison?
They say alcohol is a poison, but who is in a hurry? Am I in a hurry? Do I look like I'm in a hurry? So, my friend, it's not that I'm trying to portray that alcohol is a bad thing. Alcohol is a best thing, by the way. In fact, after a long week of getting busy, you just take 2 glasses for the road, 1 or 2.
Let me ask you, Chief. Tuonge Kisungu ama
You-
Kiswahili?
okay, English is better.
Oh, English is better now. Do you feel like you need to take thoughts kila siku? We have to mix it.
Okay,
Thoughts.
let me answer this way.
Yeah.
In fact, alcohol should be allowed in working places because there are a lot of advantages.
Wacha stories za Jaba Mlevi, Chief.
If you drink before work, it makes the complaints about work, they are minimized,
Now back to the reality, Chief. Thank you very much, Jakongo, for portraying Kenya uko nayo. I mean, that's a talent, Chief, because sisi wengine tumebaki tu kwa inaitwaje kwa delulu that we can act that particular view venye ame act, Now, I know Phathil you take pombe and also Darish you take pombe. That's happened a lot,
Well, mimi I'm not a drunkard. Una difference ya kutake pombe na kuwa drunkard.
What's the difference?
Una difference. Well, mimi nika kama huyu Mlevi Chakari.
Si labda yako
No.
ni chini ya maji.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Kama
drinking
mimi-
underwater?
Skiza, unawezaje drink unawezaje kuwa maji underwater?
When drinking, me...
I'm not a drunkard.
You fall in which category?
Yeah. I drink occasionally. So I just
So you are so in short you are
Mlevi ni
occasional
Mlevi.
drunkard.
Mlevi ni Mlevi.
Occasional
No, I'm
drunkard.
not identified as a drunkard.
No, what's a
because
drunk always a
And
drunk.
also the Chief say
That comes with a lot of problems. That comes with a lot of problems.
What kind of problems do you mean?
Addiction. If you are a drunkard,
You once you decide to drink, you should know your level. Once you know your level, you should not you be disciplined in your drinking, You don't just drink because now you are drunkard.
Chief, talking about drinking and being drunk and doing whatever, man, Kiafrika and the government and whatever, the Kenya Breweries company
yeah.
have hiked or are intending to hike the price of keg. And this is the cheapest yenye asla chief. Reelers walikuwa nasema Reelers. I was talking to Reelers na wananiambia bro, mimi singekuweza kuafford pesa ya Gilbey's ama Bruce Famous, but I could just afford what I could just afford ni keg. And now what have happened ni gava imesema mazee hii price imekuwa chini sana. Jakongo and now Darish na Phathil says yeye anatake. I don't know how to describe him venye amesema.
I said I'm
Fadhil-
an occasional drinker. Like I
Occasional
don't
You're a
drinkers
tot
do
drinker.
keg.
I drink like when I go on a holiday, and it's not drinking.
Keg.
Not keg. Mse.
A drinker,
So
is a drinker.
I think he is now you are an abusive drinker because how can you just you just drink?
Mbona nikuulize purpose ya kukunywa inakuanga ni ukunywe chakari, ukue Mlevi Chakari.
No, not being drunk as in chakari. My friend, don't you drink?
Is it advisable for you to take like how many liters?
5.
Like let's say like a small gin or maybe gin kubwa.
Yeah, there's a
I think
percentage you should
liter
take
is
for your
enough.
stomach's sake.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
is
But
the
sasa sie
percentage?
tunakunywa chupa mzima yote kila siku.
Mzinga.
No,
Si unagonga siku moja, man. You do.
You wake up in the morning if you
yes, that is
Let me-
your
let me-
breakfast.
Okay, sawa.
sele yangu ni Jakongo specifically keg imepandishwa bei na unajua reelers most our reelers are saying especially there was a reeler mwenye aliniambia before aende interview man si kwa ubaya
For the courage.
for the courage you know for the courage lazima atafute black atafute black agonge tu black
label.
Lakini
I mean I'm talking about keg and now the pricing in a haikiwa what's your take on this Darish tuanze na Darish
unajua pombe inakuja na confidence pombe hukupatia confidence kwanza na pombe pia ni chakula comrades keg unajua keg naongelea keg is the cheapest let's say
tot yake ni cheap let me tell you about kupiga tot mazemi nilikuwa nimezoea tot za hizi pesa kidogo like so it's enough so I gave out 500 I mean we're talking about that
ikaenda
nikapewa tot mbili I was going somewhere nikaitisha change
But didn't you feel like it was worth it?
No chief it was not bado sikuwa nimejifika level yenye nilikuwa nataka but at that point
let me ask you, do you depend on alcohol to perform anything?
no man it was for leisure.
What do you mean for leisure? You are going somewhere and you feel like you needed to energize yourself with a
Not
thought.
somewhere serious. I was going to join crew.
Yeah, that was his own happiness.
No, the rich
So it's a problem. It's a problem then.
unajua
It's a problem.
but
If you cannot function without alcohol, it's a problem.
No, that one maybe you
I think
reach a
niko na
level
walevi
of
watatu,
addiction.
I'm the only sober guy
addiction.
in the room.
And take water.
I'm the only sober guy in the room. And niko
But,
na walevi watatu. It's out.
but the government taking tax on alcohol products I think it's a bad idea because
Kwa nini?
but it's also
Why?
a good idea let me
Why?
No, where do you stand?
Why?
I stand
Is it
it's a
bad or
good
good?
idea it's a good idea
For government to
price hiking.
it's
Why?
a good idea
Why?
to reduce the number of drunkards like Mlevi Chakari
And you?
No.
I was
Now you're
I'm
not.
a former drunker
Hey chief, but you said you love taking black. Mlevi Chakari man. What's your take?
Okay, to my take, whoever advised on that particular topic, maybe had got his own issues. Because imposing or hiking the prices of alcohol will still manage to get that money.
Man, when you get money.
walevi wako na pesa bro
Yeah, we are always
Walevi wako na
hardworking.
pesa
And that's,
You know?
that's the problem now.
unajua
That is the problem.
Let me tell you something, Phathil,
This is my point. If we can hike the price of a product and people will still go miles to get money to go and buy that product, even when the product is harmful, sometimes harmful to some people, that's where the problem is. It means there's a something motivated in that, and that is addiction.
Let me ask you something. Are there not companies making alcohol?
They are.
And they know it is harmful,
Yes.
Yes.
they're good
Excessive
employers
consumption.
but they still go ahead and make it available to the market?
Well, not as harmful as you paint it to be, but alcohol is meant to be consumed in a limited way.
Do you do that you personally? You don't take it at all?
Yes, I use it like in a very...
What are we talking about? Why are you being double standard? Because okay, to my point, the government hiking prices,
Yes.
still people will drink.
Yes.
Yeah, it will not
Yeah,
affect.
but
Fadhil acha nikwambie kitu
it will affect other areas of the economy.
acha nikwambie kitu
I know
Fadhil
that, Chief. This guy supports whatever.
let me give you an example
No, it will affect...
Stop
Me, I think
it
the
will
point
affect,
you
it
should
will affect other areas of the economy.
the point you should bring home is the government should regulate.
yeah
Yeah?
I think that's
They should regulate and also go to the markets na watoe hizo substandard alcohol.
Illicit brews.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, because we have distilled alcohol, standardized alcohol that you can take for your maybe your depending on your mood or depending on your
To escape the reality.
yeah, even if you want to escape. At times like you not pay your rent and
What
you're
a-
like, where will I sleep?
Yeah.
You can take 2 glasses then
I think
Mlevi-
the crackdown
Mlevi-
started, right?
yeah, the crackdown started
Did
and
they manage?
fortunately no.
We need serious
you have the
policies.
big fish in the
We need serious policies on this issue.
When they want to deal with such a crackdown, they should start it from up there because the people who are making those illicit brews, they are being protected by the high officials.
So do you say
They make phone calls.
So do you say these illicit brewers that Gashoga have been standing against, they're still being promoted by the
Yeah, even the chiefs are the one offering securities to those.
you have stakeholders.
Yeah, we have
so
stakeholders.
it means the war is unstoppable.
No,
in
there's
mountain.
an OCS somewhere who is.
Yes, I know that's
Why have I not received?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as also betting. You know,
Yeah.
there's too much money going to the betting industry, leaving out the other industries struggling.
Theater.
No. Because now you can imagine a father, you're a grown-up man with a family, but you're so much addicted to betting. Hiyo pesa yote inaenda wapi?
But
You could have taken it somewhere else.
let me give you another point of seeing this thing. Suppose you are a father and you want to go to a theater. You yourself know this thing.
It's harmful.
It is harmful.
But you're targeting to get
But
some
you want to make your 100 to be 100,000, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the payment, I just sit down and do my thing here and.
participation. Meza dawa za anxiety.
So the problem is starting from you yourself.
Of course, it's from me, but again, when our leaders now realize this is a problem,
I think.
No.
I think what should be done there is if it is a way, there is a way of which I don't think it will be possible. The betting platforms, they should form a
regulation. I mean, talking of betting platform.
They should create a criteria whereby if they see somebody has gambled maybe 1,000 within certain limit time, they block that person.
They can control
They can control.
But talking about
not
this,
what they do.
Which I said it is impossible.
That is not what
no,
they do.
talking about this on Wednesday, that is 4th June at 7:30 p.m. There was an address by Media Invite at the Kenya National Theatre, and where the subject was press briefing: BCLB bans use of influencers and celebrities in gambling. Ads.
And that really affected
Your market.
Me particular. I feel.
We'll have to discuss
attacked.
about that.
Okay.
Now, Chief, realize there is a recent survey that it reads, a recent study across Kenya has revealed that Kenyan men are now leading in gossiping, outpacing women by a small notable margin. According to the research, 52% of gossipers in the country are men.
tunajua handwriting ya
That
mademu.
is a woman.
That is a woman.
That's a woman who did the research.
While women account for 48%.
Never.
The study shows that Kamba men top the list, and as the most active gossipers, followed closely by Kikuyu men. Coastal men come in third place, completing the top 3. I'm not saying Luya men.
Okay. Before
I think you should leave out the tribes.
before you dance
You should leave out the tribes. We are all men. At the
all
end of the
men,
day, we are all men. Anyway.
But at the end of the day, we are all men, but still we are tribes.
Let's all agree that hiyo ni handwriting ya mdeme.
I
Ni
agree
mdeme
there.
aliandika.
Yes.
I mean, me personally nasema in a joint effort. Also there was a gossiper helping this woman because this gossiper lazima tu angekuwa
That goes
mahali.
by is
As a man.
is a
But
transgender.
what happened to ladies talking twice as more words as men?
Aye.
Where did the research went?
Aye. Twice.
Yes. Is it twice or thrice?
It was thrice.
Yeah, it was thrice. So if you're talking about if a man can say, if a man is saying 500 words a day or a minute, the lady will be
There are
1500.
15.
I think what they were trying to say is, I think gossip ya machali ya wanaume ukwanga more nini inakwanga more tamu, like ni tamu kushinda ya mademu.
That one I agree with you.
Lakini tamu.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you something. Men can even gossip.
depends.
Umbwa pregnant ikipita hapa.
Ikipita hivyo,
Tunaigossip.
like how did this happen?
Hai bana, unaona hiyo umbwa.
Yaani umbwa
Hata
ilipena.
juzi niliona na Bosco. Hai. Hata na Tyson. Hai. Men can make
related kwa hii surface ndio ushagospiwa sana, si ndio? Man, not
listen, bro.
it's
I've been around. Skiza, I've been around. Now, with men gossiping, our gossiping is not toxic like women. Unajua mademu au udungana ni kama ile kuongeleana.
The real.
But sisi,
Hiyo wigi imekaa kwa kichwa miaka 7.
the person who was writing the article, he did not like specify what kind of
she did
gossip.
not.
She,
Correct,
yeah. She did not specify what kind of because
I
sisi
saw
was
the
na gossip.
handwriting.
But I think zingine it's happened kwa job you know, that's why
we gossip even cars.
Yes, cars it's
We
great.
gossip
It's okay.
even-
Everyone gossips about cars,
Yeah.
about football, about Izo, but now
But we don't gossip like each other, like personally. We don't
It's
gossip
rare,
on
it's
a
rare.
personal
It's
level.
it's rare.
rare.
Yeah.
Level
Yeah.
is rare.
Yeah.
Darish, you said it's
No,
rare.
very rare.
but me at times I gossip things. You know, there are things that appear normal but not
but
normal.
unaona, kwa manaume unajua tuna gossip vitu fani
Yeah.
let's say Phathil naweza sema for a woman utasikia ati sikizi anajiringa but for a man utasikia kijana shape ya kichwa yake imechange unaona like for men
Yeah.
aidungi sana
Unasikia, hey, kijana umevalia shati ya toli leo. Like unashanga,
Bro, hii kitu mko mehold, si ndio? Hii kitu ni kama mlikuwa
Alikuwa kutafuta.
amekuwa mehold.
Hiyo ni personal.
Sasa
Hiyo ni
that's
personal.
it is personal.
the moment uliingia
But
Hii ni
come
Gachagua,
to
the
come to
tailor,
look of
have to blame the
it,
tailor.
come to think of it,
Yeah.
mbona sahi pia naona inakaa ya tuoli.
Man, oh chief. Sure.
bro
Angalia kwa mirror.
shenzi mtoto
Hiyo ni
mringa.
wivu.
Me, I'm
Real
just
don't
saying,
fight
for
kwa-
example.
No, that was
Nimesema,
not example.
for
Real.
example.
No,
Nimesema-
Real, that was not an example, bro.
lakini hata ni example bro unadunga live
That's acha nirudi kwa Mlevi Chakari. Mlevi.
Yeah.
Now we are talking about talent, man. Venye umekuwa ukiinfluence and you are, I mean, hata ya comic hata ya venye unaitumia kama Mlevi Chakari, man, hapo kwa street. Benefits gani ushaiona like this is the best yenye naweza sema nimeinfluence nikaget better result hapa is influencing, especially from in TikTok and Facebook, paying rent in Nairobi. You know, it's pay rent in Runda, in Kilimani.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
sure.
can you see by-
Spain.
Kia sabuni
Okay.
Is it- man, then another question is like, wewe hujafikia level yao watu wa BNB?
Damn. Okay, first of all,
Hujaanza kuhost live kwa BNB?
bro bado hari hawajakuja
bado. Okay,
Aria, Aria, niambie hiyo jibu ndo tuende kwa Aria.
okay, Jibu, first of all, when it comes to my acts, I'm just portraying, you know, there's that sober person, a sober mind, and alcoholism is stuck in that person. You get it? So I'm trying to bring that character that portrays what happens or what goes around a drunk person. You get that?
But do you usually like shoot from which unashutianga hizo vitu zote wapi, mtaa gani?
The shoots, I do them, hey.
I think it's confidential
No, it's okay, you can just, hakuna mtu anakujia kwako ama?
iko
I mean, the area, it's
Iko.
confidential.
But it's
okay.
in the east of
Yeah,
Nairobi.
I do them Eastlands, eh?
Huruma.
No, not Huruma.
Okay.
No,
it's confidential
wewe kama unatoka
Unajua niliona
alisema Kangemi, wewe ambaye
also-
unalipa 10 bob.
Kangeni wewe.
The shoots are within Eastlands, eh? But when I started, I used to face a lot of critics.
Okay.
Because some were like looking at the different aspects.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why are you promoting alcoholism? Because there are those people they used to come to my comment section like, I want to drink to feel like the way you're feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Because they used to see like I'm having fun.
There is a fun one about ng'ombe. Do you see that? Ati mutizo. Mutizo muga mchana.
No, think of it.
Yeah, man.
Nairobi,
that video
when
has gone viral
yeah, it is very virus.
Me, all your videos are viral, si ndio?
Most of
Okay.
the area.
and
your
that
wife, you
Mutiso one
disturb
has been
the
reposted
wife.
by
I
public
posted
figures
it over my Twitter.
Okay,
handle.
that video, in fact, it was not even part of hiyo video nilishoot almost kama na nimeshamaliza shoot naenda tunatembea tunaenda
it was around 8 pm
around
Nilikuwa naona
8 9 so
Wanasema
tumetoka
bati ya
shoot
mwisho huko.
tumetoka shoot then I have a friend called Namunyu so walking Namunyu and I'm like hizi ng'ombe zinakulanga nini hapa Nairobi because Nairobi najua ni shamba la mawe kuna takataka nini hizi ni ng'ombe kweli and Namunyu is like think of it is a lawyer friend he said, think of it hizi vitu nakulanga nini then like hii ni mtu tu amecamouflage hapana hii inaweza kani
Then you did that? Then ukashoot hivyo.
then it was like man
Content imeingia.
ameingia kwa bag fanya kitu
Is it true that there's ile tu video mnashootingi mkishamaliza mashoots was na go viral than the
In
main
fact,
yeah
most of the videos zimeenda viral ni zile ideas zinakuja almost hata katushachoka
Zile tu
mshamaliza tu you're
Yeah.
just doing it for fun.
in fact we are doing a story then
Yeah.
the script comes the idea comes then you're like
Oh, yeah.
And the advantage you are having that we shoot with their phone.
Man, you have huge following over Facebook. Now still in Instagram. I mean, TikTok. Now Instagram ina come up. Man, suko na followers. Ujaiangukia muma, man.
Oh boy.
What's your
Mwantire.
experience if ever?
Sema ukweli bro.
Yeah.
Labda hata mimi naweza ingia influencing.
Mantuaria, you know? Mantuaria. Ukakuwa Ben 10. Yaani unadekezwa unaambia down. Hapo hapo.
The weird. Okay, there's a time I got an inbox,
Nice.
and it was so weird.
Aye.
The woman had the audacity.
Not audacity, chief.
She gathered the audacity.
What happened?
Yeah.
She sent me her nudes, man.
Oh.
Wow. Should I say wow?
And she's like, "Can I get yours?"
Eish.
And Makiu,
Chief, before mfike hiyo
Vitu wase wananunua wanatumiwa free man.
haiwezi kuwa direct.
No.
Umeingia tu sure.
okay, what happened? I was on TikTok live,
Oh yeah.
and I was there, and to perfume. Na by the way, perfume nikaa ilikuwa na personal, because that day sikuwa na nini, sikuwa
Umeoga.
pande yangu nimeoga. So I think the scent it went through the mic, through the phone, through TikTok, through the waves, and penya mekaka smell. So I'm live, then poop 10 perfumes. I'm like, damn.
Hadi kulewa hiyo siku kama you are drunk.
I sobered up immediately. I'm like, am I that smelling? So nikauliza the moderator, am I that smelling, man? Mbona huku ni show? I'm like, no, hizo ni gifts. So like,
harufu
10.
kamfikia consult enda direct.
Akaniwekea.
So like that means like you meet all kinds of weird viewers.
Even
But they are good viewers, and then they are weird. Then kuna wale wanakuja kumaliza.
Okay.
Yeah, kuna
sasa
wale
huyo
tu.
unasema alikumaliza.
So huyo naweza sema weird na anakuja
Kwani hujaiona hiyo
kunimaliza.
kitu?
Haizi maliza.
Bro,
Mbona ungesema
Unajua nimeingia like
amani zaman.
okay, so vile alipata namba yangu after sending those gifts and she's like I need to support you more. So
Right.
why don't you I want to send you something but I know nikutumia TikTok it is a half.
Yeah.
So mbona sikuwekee kwa account ama
from
nini?
TikTok it is
Like your M-Pesa.
No, when somebody sends you a TikTok and in a TikTok gift worth even 10 TikTok coins, you get 5. TikTok gets 5.
It's being hacked.
Yeah. If
Me, I've always been thinking like you receive it kama ni 10k account.
no, it's
Sasa nika kusema umeenda mjengo alafu mnagawana pesa.
yeah, kwani TikTok anapata
To
nini
50 to
wapi?
50.
How do they
I
benefit?
mean, they give you the platform to meet all these people. It's,
But wanakulia adverts.
okay, maybe it's a bit unfair.
Yeah, very unfair.
Because when you go abroad, go to Europe, go to America, they have monetized TikTok over there. But now in Africa, whereby the continent is very poor, we have creators
taking
over here.
advantage.
You guys are depending on people just gifting you.
So, bro, what happened? Who can reply?
So I happen to there's a way TikTok for you to write your number. Ukiandika 207 blah blah blah. They flag it down.
Oh.
So you have to do it in
Yeah, I know. I've tried that.
you
before.
have to
07.
encrypt it, like #7 semicolon what
Like when I market my stuff.
yeah #semicolon #0. So
Maybe
you tell
just
the
put
person
dots,
dots
zero,
and what
Even in
then
inbox.
what.
Dots, yeah.
Even in inbox.
No, inbox they don't need it. But on live they can filter some nini. Okay, but which is good. At times unaweza ka number somebody might take then aanze kukusalimia.
Sasa chief ukakubali ama?
So nilimwekea namba.
Kasign big
Mimi nikajua tu ni a good nini,
Player.
a good follower.
Opportunity comes once.
Opportunity knocks once,
Yeah.
but at times it knocks twice.
By then you are also grazing.
What?
You are grazing. Ulikuwa natafuta.
No.
Okay.
I'm not in the sector. So nikaweka number then when I went live I'm ping swipe like wow some good money was sent there. So I just knew she's a fan. So I said okay, hey, thank you nimepata leo nitakunywa hadi.
She was an only fan.
She was a fan. I
Only
knew
fan.
she was a
No,
fan.
she was not enjoying her only fan because alitumiwa.
You
So
get it?
whatever happened
So akaniambia you enjoy your live, me acha niende kazi. I'm like okay fine. Tell me
Well,
why
she
later.
was Kenyan.
Yeah, she's a Kenyan.
Okay, living
Yeah.
in Kenya.
Living in Kenya.
In Nairobi?
In Nairobi.
Where specific?
So that means you guys could easily meet up and maybe.
But I turned that down because you never know what is going to happen wherever
she
you guys
told
are
you
going to meet.
you can meet up.
No,
See,
after
for
that,
Java?
I had to.
blocker.
She sent to me like, "Hi, is Miss so I'm like, "Oh, I saw the number." Then okay, thank you. What?
Yeah.
Then I
Late
left the
night
phone
calls.
there. So later in the night, by the way, the last phone call I take is usually around 10.
Wow.
After that, now inbox me.
Me realize you can call me anytime, even
Ah.
5.
My
Because
friend,
this boy is outside there. He's looking.
You are looking
to
good
sleep.
for
I have to
people.
sleep. Yeah, so I receive her message. And the first message like, "Hi, handsome." Like, whoa.
Wow. You check the mirror, confirm.
Like, did she?
Man,
beards.
when you are sleeping, you turn this other side.
You confirm
So
the
I'm
beards.
I'm out.
Kuangalia DB.
So nikamjibu, then nikatoa data.
But let me ask you something. This is somebody alikutumia do. Were you not expecting that?
Man,
I mean-
fans do.
My friend,
No.
I have fans.
That much money, you know, obviously, you know, like she had like a purpose. She had a mission.
Alituma ngapi bedhe?
I have fans who once sent me money more than yenye alituma.
Okay.
And it was just for support. Let me support you in this.
Alituma
But
roughly
you can
ngapi?
just sense, so maybe...
Bro, this boy is talking like this man is talking like he uses money to bribe his way through.
No.
You know?
Let me tell you something.
know, this
You
is
can
the
just sometimes you can just discern a mission of somebody. You can just tell, oh, this guy
But he says,
anataka hivi na hivi.
Okay, yenye huwa inani raise eyebrows, yenye huwa na nini ni ya wanaume.
yeah.
Wanaume.
Wanaume.
Yeah, there's men
Are
who...
you not afraid of receiving support from men?
I'm afraid, not that I'm afraid at times. I once received and alianza kunikatia bwana.
Unajua nini? Research hii inasema unaweza pata wendo manome peke yake au
Even there is current research says that if Darish has the guts to call me at night kuniambia good night, in fact nitamblock.
mwanaume anakuambia je good night.
Yeah,
I mean,
inaanzaje?
like, I know it's
That's
weird.
alarming.
I know it's weird, yeah.
So the moment alinitumia pesa then akaanza like hi.
weird.
Mwanaume
Very
unasalimia mwenzako hi. Why?
Yeah, it's
So,
weird,
ukiingia,
yeah.
it's just-
Bro,
hello,
unaamka
this-
asubuhi kama nilikuwa na shughuli naona nakwambia bro toka.
Me, I don't know about that. Me, by the way, niliona challenge about that. People saying good night to their friends, boyfriends, and walikuwa nakataa, wana turn down.
Yeah, it's
very fast,
it's
right?
weird
Yeah,
because
it's
that's
weird.
how they
So
start.
unasema bro, next day ama next time bro, whatever. Short
Yeah,
it.
tuonane.
So at times what I do,
Hata
I
amfai
just
kuambiana hivyo.
block.
Story ikiisha kila mtu anaenda.
Mlevi Chakari, are you dating Chief? I know that one.
Oh, you are being
Tafutia
dated.
market. No, reelers, we are looking for you. Other reelers are interested, Chief. They want to send application. Besides, niliona sijui kama ule ndo bibi unamsumbua, unataka nipige kwa hii.
Unajua as a drunk.
Ladies, kwa nini na mtu anajua kupika?
As a drunk, you have to at times help.
Yeah.
You help like the thought itself of helping your woman in the kitchen is romantic. You know what I mean? So I came back home and she was sleeping there, not sick.
Bwana, you're promoting laziness. It's just sleeping.
Let me ask you. So I see most of your skits when you do with her. You're in the bedroom. Ama si bedroom.
In the bedroom.
Yes. No, what happened?
No, I'm just asking. You do the skits with her in your bedroom, sindio? Yeah, I just want to know, like, how is it like? You guys, you're a couple, ama you just decided?
That's a question.
Are you
For the
guys like-
sake of the current marketing, I
I'm
think
just asking.
Tunamharibia market.
Okay. What happened? She's my skit wife.
wow.
Oh, she's a skit wife.
Yes.
So-
And when we're doing those skits, we are very disciplined. In fact,
Anaitwa
she's a queen.
Oh, shout out Queen
Queen
Reelers.
Bibi Mlevi.
Bibi ya Mlevi.
Yeah, so we
Bibi ya
are
Mlevi
Next time
Chakari.
tunakutaka kwa Real Republic.
what happens
Real Talk
what
Republic.
happens with our skits, we're usually very disciplined, and there are type of contents we can do, and we usually know that touchy
Oh yeah.
Wow.
because we respect
Is
each
she
other.
married, like something like that?
Trying to send
Is she
contract.
married, like?
She want to sign.
Because like now when you're shooting, nasema amshikani, sindio? Yeah, so I'm just concerned. Is she married?
You want to send an email?
No.
For
You're interested, eh?
for her sake and on my sake too, we prefer contents whereby I bring my drunk aspects and she reacts to them.
Okay.
Wow.
That's why you cannot find me touchy like I'm touching her.
I don't touch
if at all I have to touch her,
Yeah, mwanaume
I'm
ufai
sorry
kushika
about
na
that. I'm sorry
mwanaume.
that. I have to limit.
Tutawashika
That's
sahi.
gayish.
No,
Tutawashika
just
sahi. Mlevi Chakari, what are the challenges zenye mna experience kwa social media, especially because you are influencers in TikTok and Facebook, you know, kuna challenges zenye zinarise ama zenye ziko, especially in times when unafanya promotion, you know, that happens. Unapata delay in payment, unapata I don't have enough equipment or my phone battery or camera is very low, you know, you need support such as that.
Fair kuna
And you I mean those shooting and then you are content creator pia nataka something, man. How do you chip in that?
Okay, the challenges there are many. First hapo kwa influencing. Kuna mwingine aliwahi niambia Mlevi haizi influence nini yake, product yake.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, ushaipata brand pombe?
Brand ya pombe? No yet.
Man, because now, do you ever feel like your skits are always portraying, there's so much negativity in how, I know it's acting, okay? But there's so much negativity that you portray that it will affect maybe being approached by corporates. But you ever feel that way?
But think of it. Okay, the way I usually feel is this way. Yeah. Like let's say now I'm being approached by a brand, alcoholic brand, and I want to maybe promote their brand. It is. I will just turn tables. Like the one today I'm taking will not take me to them.
Because if you look at it this way, take a big brand like Martel. Martel, their brand ambassador is Davido. So Davido is a so-called child of a billionaire and a multi-millionaire artist in Africa. They approach the guy. Okay, the guy is not known to be a drunkard, but it's like alcohol brands want to be associated with success. And not just success, but, you know, like somebody who is like filthy rich in a way.
No.
And that's the part whereby I feel like you don't care.
So
you're just trying to...
Do you mean the poor should not drink?
Huh?
Do you know the poor should not drink?
No, I'm not saying that.
I think your point
but
is
that
right.
is the reality. That is the reality. I'm just trying to point out the reality.
Phathil Mulla,
reality is...
What happens, like if I get your point, is like they use the rich to market, but the poor are the consumers.
I think they also build the
Okay, so to me, okay, I don't have... in fact, even if I don't get working with the alcoholic brand, it will be good. Because it's like
you're promoting it.
I'm promoting the bad side of it.
Yeah.
So the Nakada part.
Then I think the best people, the ones you can work with, I think it's Nakada. Maybe it's people who are really, really promoting.
Yeah, who are fighting against.
You can be used to create self-awareness.
To my side, to my scripts, I usually bring the self-awareness. Because me, myself, personally, I don't drink.
You don't drink?
Yes.
Ujaipatana na watu kwa club watu.
In fact, at times the clubs calls me and they are surprised. What do we offer you? I'm like, bring me juice.
Bro, you don't drink.
I don't taste alcohol.
You don't take beer.
I don't even know the taste of it. No.
Ile ya kumwaga ni gani?
Azul.
Ile ya not kumwaga.
Siwe ni mlevi. Tunafaa kuwa unajua zote.
Miss Jaionja.
Ile ya jug. You don't take even that?
Yes.
Keg.
So me, in fact, in most of my script, I create that awareness that drunkenness is bad.
Yeah.
Drunkenness is bad.
So you never feel the pressure to be approached by brands?
No. I don't feel the pressure.
What's your aspiration? These brands that you're aspiring to work with in terms of promoting yourself or promoting them?
Okay, I'd one day want to wake up to a sober community and a sober society.
Yeah.
Whereby if at all somebody has to drink, then it should be limited. You should drink to your level. Drunkenness is bad. And also, just being sober is not so good. You should stand sober. You get my point? You should stand sober. No, not just you being sober, like I'm sober. Okay, what are you doing without your soberness?
Hey man.
So do you how what was the inspiration behind you creating that character of being a drunkard?
Okay, the character, I started it for fun. I used to see my uncle. There, I have an uncle.
Because you must have seen somebody.
No.
You must have seen somebody growing up living like that.
I think in ndoto,
his uncle.
Let me just say, like Mlevi Chakari, bado don't say usiseme never say never. You know Trump said never say never.
Sema tu ushaionja tu.
Mimi sijaionja. I've never tasted alcohol.
You are aspiring to kunywa.
No.
Bro,
You
kuna
always
pia
know.
pressure fulani inakujanga this age whereby unataka uonje kila kitu.
My friend, I receive that pressure a lot. At times when I go to, they call me for a club appearance. Then they serve me those drinks. I don't drink. And that's my word. I
but
don't
you have
drink.
to
I will
play
not drink.
along.
What about
But-
wines?
I don't take anything alcoholic. Whether it's 10%, 5%.
But you have to
Sweet wine.
play
I don't.
along. You have to play along.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I have to be in character.
Yeah, because you have to play along
Na
and show them.
ukiongeza na pombe kidogo man karakta yako itahitu.
Hata kwa sure wesi wale wezi wenye liba sakramenti na divai.
So back to your question. I used to, mi nimeishi kijijini hapo Ahero. You're waiting to
Ahero.
see, you know Ahero.
Ahero.
That is where
Irrigation
they
scheme.
do. They
Hero.
do like they farm rice.
Yeah, we farm rice.
And
Yeah.
chang'aa.
And at times when geography text is caused, Mother Nature visits us, we're usually very proud.
Proud
okay.
Yeah.
of River Nyando.
Yes.
Why should you?
That's why we can't even relocate from that
Why
place.
should you?
We are
River-
proud of that, man.
Si wanaletewa mudfish.
Mudfish.
Do you know when
River
water
Nyando
comes
is
to
not-
visit in our houses, what we usually
Are
do
you
is
saying,
just to...
are you saying
Oh,
like
fish, you just pick them.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
what
you don't
you
want
do-
to navigate River Nyando.
Yeah, what you just
River
do
Nyando
is
is
not-
not navigable.
What you just do, you just...
so when you say nature, Mother Nature, you're talking about floods.
yeah,
in a way.
floods. Yeah, that's Mother
So the
Nature.
place becomes swampy.
Yeah.
Not swampy. The water just comes like, I'm tired of being in the river. Why do not come to your houses and you welcome me, you know?
Man,
So water comes
The
into
ri-
the
the river
houses,
visits you.
The river visits... No,
So you just-
the river
So it's
sends
like
the water.
it's more of like now the river banks expanding.
Exactly.
Their way
When
to
it
your
rains,
houses.
It's creating shares.
How do you sleep? How do you live your life if the water is all over
when
the
they're
place?
proud of Mother Nature.
Okay,
visiting
usually
them
what
like
we
that.
do,
Yeah.
it rains.
Yeah.
In fact, we ask for the rains. The water, it rains within the Nandi Hills.
Kwani you asked for the rain.
Yeah.
Kuna rainmakers.
Yes.
Yeah, wako?
Do you know...
In Nyando.
Yeah.
No.
In Ahero.
Within Kano,
Eh.
in fact, there's a seasons whereby we call those rainmakers to divert the rain.
How
When we
are
are-
the rainmakers called in Luo?
Woni nyido.
Wonyido.
No.
Wonyido.
is God.
No, Wonyido. See,
Wonyido is God.
okay, there's Wonyido with the capital and small letters.
No, you don't compare.
Like Ruot.
Oh, like God of G.
Ahero.
Yes.
G and-
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys like
So when the water comes, at times we have to leave our houses for the water to celebrate and do what. So we go to a hilly place.
Mnahamanga.
Yeah, to Nahamanga.
does that mean like you guys you don't have permanent settlements?
No, they're permanent. But when a visitor comes to your house, what do you do? So
Man,
you chinja
you exclude
kuku,
them.
you make the nini. So what we do, we just make sure the water is comfortable in our houses, in the village.
So that
It can stay for 2-3 days. Then
so ule mwanamke. Oh, sorry. So
Does
that
it mean like
mwanamke
that the
ali-
water enters inside the house?
Yes.
Jesus.
Unaona penye umekaa, what maji saa zingine nafika hii level.
kwa
And you guys
kiti.
are happy with that?
Yeah, survival
we're
is
proud.
winning. Survival
So
is
what we do
winning.
by then, because after that you get you get all kind
Fish.
of snakes you want and fish.
You get
Also
snake.
How
snakes.
often?
Snake
Let
for
me
what
ask you.
purpose?
For real.
Snake for what purpose?
Snake is a good meat.
Snake.
No, not a good meat, but you see that great uncle, auntie.
Yeah.
Now that is the only time now they can come to visit us.
Boys, kwani nyinyi mna practice witchcraft?
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. How often does this happen? Like in a year?
Every flight.
A year it can happen during the long rains. That is in April and maybe towards December. So twice.
So that happens like every year.
Yeah,
It's
yearly.
guaranteed it's going to happen.
Yes.
Man, why don't you people relocate permanently?
Yeah,
to
does
safer
that mean
place?
isn't that what it means? Like you guys are not supposed to be there. Like that is Mother Nature claiming its territory.
No. What happens? You see, Apple in those homesteads, they're homestead where you buried your grandma. You cannot just leave them there.
Yeah.
You
But
know, there's
now
an
the
attachment to the
government,
That's their fatherland.
I think the
Right.
government of Mwai Kibaki intended to navigate River Nyando, but again there was a lot of politics that incited itself into that,
Okay.
and it was never navigated.
Right.
And these people, who include the governor of Kisumu, have never found any solution.
No,
because you
right
see the
now-
kind of reasoning that you people are implementing now.
How many people?
Hey,
How many people are affected by that?
Thousands of
Over
thousands.
5,000.
Jesus, man.
But now,
They're saying they're catching fish and catching
what
snakes.
what the government now is doing? They are building dikes. They are building dikes. so that when when the water one now comes, it limits.
That will be a solution. That will be a solution.
Yeah,
you guys are okay with that?
And
like
also, we are making dikes and also diverting it
the
to
snakes.
other nini.
You just talked something about the snakes.
My friend.
But I think Kenya ni funny. Some are suffering while the deputy president analia ana
I've
base.
never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No, I've never heard of that. That is my first time to hear about floods. You people are celebrating floods.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, first question I was like, what do you people use catch snakes for? What purpose? I know the story of.
Are the snakes not harmful? Like,
No, they cannot bite you, and also they're in a celebration mode.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next, Chief. Now, realize now the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. They had a war with the former Attorney General and Minister of Public Service. I'm talking about Mheshimiwa Justin Muturi. And now these people are saying, first, niko na base mimi. Niko na base. Mkisikia realize niko na base.
Inakuja.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
No, it's coming.
Yeah,
it means I don't have it.
Sasa unajua wengine wanasema sina base.
Let's listen to what the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya had to say about these. I mean, hizi hanchos zenye walikuwa nazo na the former Attorney General.
They're ever fighting, man.
Yeah, these people are ever fighting, both in government. Na nania kuna foes wengi sana. I mean, the deputy president. You know, Gachagua fights him, and still former Attorney General still fights him, and it's just sijui peace yake anatoa pande gani. And now this is the
before you start introducing me to you look like you don't have a base. You don't. nani akose base? Unajua hii madharau ndio inasumbua tu watu na mimi nakaa kama mtu anaweza kosa base mimi. Kiniangalia vizuri.
So that clip chenye likuja wakili yangu ni kama kuna wale wenye wana complain that mimi siwezi kuwa sober. But unaona? Like mtu ana complain. Why am I always drinking? Yani mimi mtu kiniangalia mimi naweza kaa sober kweli. Do I use your money to drink?
And realize watauliza. You know, in fact, whatever you are saying, thank God ulikuwa unasema na soprano kama ya Kindiki. Because realize could be asking, is this boy Mlevi Chakari saying the fact that they also capture snakes?
Yeah.
Hey, they also capture snakes. Man, so the deputy president, the concern, mtu atauliza, we boys, you know, ukiona wewe boys ile shati amevaa ni ya atuoli ni ya Gachagua kweli. Mwanaume
ya kwanza inakuanga base.
True.
Juu huwezi kuja na hii sauti ati toka hapa.
So let me ask you
something. Kelele.
So a base defines manhood in a way, because I can tell you for sure, I see there are so many guys out there who are much more men and they don't have base.
Man, base matters.
No, base matters. Because I understand during puberty stage, the things that happen to a man is your vocal change.
I feel like you guys, you are not really defining the base. The base that you're talking about, you guys are talking about an authoritative voice. Maybe. Not just voice, but authoritative sound.
A base is a base,
you know, you need
do you know if you have a base, you can be even saying something
like a base.
How many? Let me ask you something. Nani akona base Kasongo? Akona base. Huyu jamaa akiongea utamsikia atakwambia wewe kijana wewe usinijibu.
Akona base ni microphones ndo tofauti.
Wewe kijana usinijibu.
I think microphone unaikanga ile mixer. There's a way
the microphone ndo tofauti.
But for our deputy yani mimi as in there's a way.
No, you guys mko na base. Do you guys you guys mko na base nyinyi hapa?
Yeah, mimi niko na base.
You don't have base.
Yeah.
Wewe uko na base.
There's a time I realized I have a base. Kuna hizi tupanya ndogo ndogo zinakuwa kwa nyumba. So kuna panya ilikuwa inatembea. Then I said, "Hey!"
Ninakimbia.
Na nikasikia imenyamaza. So I noticed I have a commanding voice.
Because if you guys say you have base, then you need to hear a guy by the name. You need to hear Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Man, this guy gets a lot of consultation from Dr. Love.
That's
why anatupatia reference.
Ni kama unasema ushaibiwa na mwizi yako na base. Utamchukua serious?
Let us him.
Toa ujinga hapa.
Wewe kwanza unaambia toa fala.
Hapo ndo sasa the deputy president ana feel the fear, you know, because ako kwa government, I mean, is the second in command. He needs to have that voice ya command. And now saying, imagine President William Ruto is out of the country and this person is chairing.
So you would say
he's chairing the cabinet meeting. He'll be like, Ogembo, now Ministry of Education is failing. You need to work out on that.
Yes, sauti.
Man, thank you very much,
Mlevi
Chakari, for being with us. We appreciate, man, for being with Reelers. Now you are a real one, no? Joining Reelers from that beginning of the episode. And Chief, this is an amazing podcast, and we want to make it amazing. Share outside there, you know. We are Reelers. We talk it unfiltered. We say dumb shit, fuck shit, you know, the way it is without being
nimesahau
filtered.
kusema mtu mwingine akona base ni Kalala mtaka kusema Kalala akona base kuliko
Deputy president.
Kalala na nguruma.
Ameshinda deputy president.
Yeah, so yeye akona
Fuck your
Kalala ameshinda base.
Thank you very much, Reelers. Till next time, this is the 4th episode. This is the 4th episode, right?
Yeah.
Ensure you subscribe and you share.
Na Bahati.
Namba Bahati. Mwanao.
Si Bahati, nasema Bukuku na Bahati Bukuku. Bahati Bukuku akona base.
Bahati Bukuku naye angekuwa na base cause kama song yake moja ni 20 minutes. Yeah.
Wadhani ndio ongelea story ya tupa unaweza ongea story nyingine.
Song ya Bahati Bukuku unaweza drive kutoka hapa hadi wapi?
Mzee tupa.
Hadi Nakuru. Na ni song moja tu inaimba.
Which your friend.
Kwanza beats pekee ni 5 minutes.
Vita inatokea penye unaweka ya Rosmando next.
Na Israel Mbonyi.
Anajiita nani mzee?
Mzee si
Israel
mzee
Mbonyi
kama
tu.
si mzee.
Israel Mbonyi sasa unaweza kuta hata
Oh.
umelipa sadaka penye uko unataka kulipa.
Manze,
Manze,
sasa.
The song
Man,
touches.
this discussion need to be expanded much. Now, this is the end of our discussion in Real Talk Republic podcast. And from the farthest end, tukona
Mzee si mzee
yeah.
kama si Mzee Darish.
Right. And kando yangu Buddha.
my name is Phathil Mulla. Thank you very much
Man,
for
work
watching.
on your base, right? Next
No,
time.
I
You
have
come
base.
Go for a
with-
training
I have
session.
base.
And of course, leo tulikuwa
I don't
na
need no vase,
no work
nigga.
on your base.
I don't
boys.
need no vase.
Kubali
Okay,
yaishe.
where does it fall? Which class of bass is your bass fall?
No, I don't need that. I don't really need that.
And of course,
It's going almost soprano, but no problem.
it's very important.
I
Of
mean,
course,
like-
our greatest visitor of today for the 4th episode alikuwa nani, Chief?
Yeah, Mlevi Chakari
Mlevi
himself.
Chakari.
Wewe si Mlevi.
Yeah.
Kama sio Jakongo. And of course, Arego. Till next time, Dango. Thank you. Relax.
Adios.
Ah.